Hi there, welcome to Simple Plant-Based Food. And today we're going to be making my creamy and flavorful cream of mushroom soup. This soup is super simple to make and is packed with essential nutrients. I'll talk more about the nutrition throughout the video. The ingredients we will need will be 1.5 pounds of white mushrooms, 1 large sweet onion, 4 cloves of garlic, a big bunch of fresh thyme, and some fresh parsley. You will also need 4.5 cups of some sort of liquid. I don't like using veggie broth, so I'm using 4.5 cups of water along with 1/2 teaspoon of all-purpose seasoning. Here I have 3 tablespoons of vegan butter, 1 cup of heavy cream. I'm using a homemade one, but you can also use a store-bought one, 1/4 cup of gluten-free all-purpose flour, 1/2 teaspoon of black pepper, and 1 teaspoon of salt, and 1/2 cup of white wine. We're going to start by slicing our mushrooms. Some people like chopping off the stems. I like keeping mine, but I do like chopping off just the bottom part because that part is a little harder. So for each mushroom, you're just going to pop off the stem and slice that into small pieces. Mushrooms are a very nutritious food, as they provide a wide range of vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants. They are especially high in copper, selenium, and vitamin D, as well as vitamin B2, B3, and B5, which are crucial for a variety of body functions like energy production, metabolism, and maintaining healthy skin and nervous system. And for the onion, we're going to start by slicing it into thin strips, and then we're going to finely dice it. Onions are rich in vitamin C and fiber, which can help boost your immune system and improve digestion. Onions also contain calcium and prebiotics, which help contribute to maintaining strong and healthy bones. Once your onions are diced, you can set them aside so we can prepare the rest of our ingredients. Here I have a large bunch of fresh thyme, and you're just going to take each spring and pull off all of the small leaves. This process does take a little bit of time. Thyme contains thymol, which is an essential oil with potent antibacterial and antifungal properties. It can help fight infections caused by bacteria and fungi. Thyme is also rich in antioxidants, which can help strengthen the immune system. And here I have just a small bunch of fresh parsley, which I'm just going to chop up to garnish on top. This step is optional though. And lastly, I'm going to grate my garlic using a garlic press. Similarly to thyme, garlic is known for being rich in antioxidants and anti-inflammatory compounds. Garlic is also rich in selenium and vitamin C, which can help fight free radicals and protect against oxidative stress. If you're enjoying this recipe, then please make sure to like and subscribe so you can get notified anytime I post a new video. Now let's get back to the recipe. To my Dutch oven, I'm going to start by adding 3 tablespoons of vegan butter, and you're just going to let this melt slowly. Then add in your onions from earlier, and you're going to let these cook in the butter for a few minutes or until translucent. And add in your garlic as well, mixing that in to incorporate. Once the onions have cooked for a bit, you can add in your mushrooms. Now it might seem like this is a lot, but they will reduce in size. And you can also add in 2 teaspoons of the fresh thyme. And mix this in well so the onions at the bottom don't burn. You're going to let this cook for about 5 minutes so the mushrooms can reduce in size. After about 5 minutes, you can add in 1/2 cup of white wine, and you're going to let this cook over medium heat for a few more minutes so the alcohol can evaporate. Then add in 1/4 cup of gluten-free all-purpose flour. You're going to want to cook the flour for a few minutes. The soup has been simmering for a few minutes, so the flour is completely cooked and the mushrooms have reduced in size. At this point, we can add in the rest of our ingredients. Here I'm adding in 4.5 cups of water along with a little bit of all-purpose seasoning, but you can also use vegetable broth. And you're going to bring this to a boil. Once boiling, you can add in 1/2 teaspoon of black pepper and a teaspoon of salt. And just mix that in well. Now that we've added in the salt and pepper, you can reduce the heat to a simmer, pop on the lid, and you're going to let this simmer covered for 15 to 20 minutes. When the soup has finished simmering, you can add in 1 cup of heavy cream. I'm using a homemade one, but you can also use a store-bought version. And just stir this in well. I like to cook it for another 5 minutes after the heavy cream is added in. And the last ingredient will be the rest of the fresh thyme. Here I have about 1 tablespoon to 2 tablespoons. You can also add in your fresh parsley. At this point, the soup is technically ready to serve if you prefer a chunkier soup. I do not, so I'm going to be using an immersion blender to make it really nice and creamy. This part is optional though. When your soup is creamy like this, it's ready to serve. This recipe makes 8 servings, each one totaling 113 calories, 4 grams of protein, and 2 grams of fiber. This cream of mushroom soup is packed with essential vitamins and minerals. In the chart up here, I have the daily values, percentage-wise, of all the vitamins and minerals present. I'll just zoom in on it so you can see it a little bit better. Thank you so much for watching, and follow for more simple plant-based recipes.